Hold on 1 second. Oh. Alright. Welcome back to the series with Saverik. I was trying to look in to make sure I wasn't missing any quests, and there was one actually. And this was going to be the only one I'd likely miss anyways. The other ones are either by chance or I haven't gone to the area where I could get them yet. But yeah. So in this episode, I will be picking up this quest, which has its own short chain, which will actually take me out of Silverpine. But I could grab some other things, and you guys won't be watching the travel time anyways, so... So in this episode, other than doing this quest chain, I will be doing the border crossings and Rawhide Ichor. And I believe there's going to be more quests like that. Both of them lead out of the... I think this one leads out of Silverpine temporarily as well, back to Undercity. But this one also is going to be... Actually, I don't think that's going to be anywhere else, but we'll see. Alright, yep, just double checking I'm recording. The wolves outside won't leave, and they eye me evilly every time I step foot out that door. They must be incredibly hungry to think I'm worth eating. I have to report to my teammate, the Deathstalker Rain Yorick, and to get to Rain, I'll need help against those wolves. Please escort me. And there are a lot of wolves out there, so we'll have a better chance if you have friends who can help. I don't think it'll be that difficult to protect. Especially with the levels. It's probably a green quest at this point. Yeah, it is. Let's get to the others and keep an eye open for those wolves outside. Simple cord. What am I currently wearing? It's the same. Then what about looks? Yeah, I'll go with this one, I guess. Doesn't even matter, though. I'm not sure what I've done off camera, I will say. This is an easy quest, so I'm just gonna put this on for now. I'll worry about the other quests later, the other buffs later. There's not too many quests, so I'm relying on more of the follow-up quests for this one. One of the quests will send me all the way to the crossroads, and I'll also be heading to Thunderbluff because there's a quest I could pick up that will send me back here, so I'll probably pick that up on camera. But the, what was it? And honestly, even though I haven't done anything with the shorter videos yet, I think this might be a good one to, this might be a good video to have recorded, because it's going to send me to Kalimdor anyways. I've been doing a lot of like writing and a lot of studying the last couple of days, planning. I've also done some organization. I probably will be either streaming or recording Duel and Thalion. And yes, I did say streaming. I might have be a stream character. So hang on, let me read this off. We made it. Thanks, Saverik. I couldn't have gotten here without you. Let's turn this in. I'll have to walk back to the Sepulchre anyways.
I am forsaken.
Thank you for the aid, Saverik. Oh. I've already protected you. Thank you for the aid, Saverik. I had feared Erland was overcome by the dangers of Silverpine. With your help, I see that he has not. Although Quinn's wounds are mending, I want to get our report to High Executor Hadrick as quickly as possible. It has information that is vital to the Forsaken's occupation of Silverpine.
Beware, our enemies abound.
It's good to see you again, Erland. Oh crap, it's hard to read right there, sorry. What is your report? Masses of wolves are to the east, and whoever lived at Malden's Orchard is gone. If I am excused, then I'd like to check on Quinn. But yeah. So I still need to work on those short videos, or the ones I keep talking about. I need to think of a good thing to call them. I don't call them short videos while it would technically be correct. I don't want to call them that, well, shorts. Simply because that just means it's a short video. What I actually plan on doing in the video is a whole different story. Well, is a different thing I should be defining. But yeah, so I was saying I was reading and trying to figure out a lot of things. One thing I did learn is that there's actually not a lot of books, in-game books, that actually cover the clans. There are a couple, but something I should have thought of is that Orgrimmar isn't known for its knowledge, wisdom, funny enough. I think off camera I might walk around Orgrimmar, to get a better idea, but I looked through Wowhead's classic database to find out about the objects, and I didn't really find too much. There's only one book that really even mentions the Bleeding Hollow, for example. Most of them either mention a few of them or none at all, and just mention character names. But technically, I feel like a lot of in-game books are actually just shortened, so the players could read them without like getting stuck in that stuck reading it for too long, more or less. I don't know. That's just my assumption, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing to assume. Maybe there's knowledge out there somewhere that says that the books are supposed to be longer than that, but books in general aren't usually just 6 or 7 pages long. Or 14 pages for that matter. Even a kid's book, I feel like a toddler maybe, but I feel like even toddler books usually go a little bit longer than that, like maybe a 30 or 40. Because usually in elementary school, you're usually reading like 100-page books, I think, at that point. And even though a lot of the books I still read are only like 400 to 600 or 800, because they're books that are meant for younger kids, and I got into the book series when I was in middle school and high school. Other than that fact, like usually at this point you should be reading generally you'll be reading books that are a bit longer than that. So just simply feel like those books should be longer, but I'm not sure if I should assume that, if I could safely assume that and just go off of that logic and say my character is reading and learning more from the books than it actually says. Because of course I'd be trying to figure out what books would actually be fitting for that too, of course. Some of them would definitely work out well, like the one that actually mentions the Bleeding Hollow. It specifically mentions Kilrog Deadeye, and then it just literally says in parentheses that of the Bleeding Hollow clan. I'm pretty sure that's what it said anyways, remember? Most of the time it just mentions other, like, quote-unquote, other chieftains, the chieftains of the orcs, veteran chieftains, the clans, that, etc., etc. But I think some of them can be safe to assume otherwise. But I don't know. I could also just say that's my character going to Orgrimmar to learn about the clans, because I can't imagine like orcs hiding what the clans are. Maybe not so much their knowledge. Knowledge, I can't imagine them actually talking to him about it, but just the fact of their existence, who the clans were, what they did, what they were known for, I should say. I think that is something that the orcs would be very open about. Because it'd also be open about what, how they failed as a people and their like bloodlust and everything. Like, it's pretty much teaching the Forsaken, who were once humans, who were their enemies for the longest time. But yeah, the main reason I was even talking about this is because I was trying to figure out libraries wise, and other than some higher level libraries that I can imagine finding books in, like the Arcanium, is it called? No. Arcanum? I forget what it was, sorry. It was the Shendralar library. And as well as the library in Scarlet Monastery, which I definitely want my character to make use of, story-wise, if I can find a good excuse how he would be in there without being killed. Because I can say another option was going to be Scalamence, which he's an undead. I can imagine him pretending to be an undead and getting away with it, but I'm not sure if they have a sense for that or not. I wouldn't go anywhere near like important characters kind of thing, but I feel like just the average necromancer wouldn't be able to tell if he's one of their minions or not. I don't know. It's just an idea off the top of my head. I don't know exactly how it would work, but I can't imagine him being able to get into the Scarlet Monastery easily. Let me turn this quest in. I have a lot of walking to do. I'm sorry. Did you discover the fate of the Deathstalkers? I hadn't accounted for the level of scourge presence we've seen in Silverpine, nor for the troubles our Deathstalkers have had in their scouting efforts. Your aid to our Deathstalkers was invaluable, Saverik, and you will be commended. While you were out helping our Deathstalkers, Apothecary Ren Farrell sent you a summons. He did not give me details, but he wanted to speak with you about the wolf heart you had given him.
Trust no one.
I think after this quest, it's what sends me out from the area, but it's whatever.
Speak quickly.
Ah, very good. There is a matter regarding the wolf heart you brought to me earlier that demands our attention. The wolf hearts you acquired possess a quality unseen in similar specimens. There's a toxicity to them that should be deadly to the very wolves in which the hearts beat. It's quite incredible, and we must study it further. I kept a few samples of the hearts acquired. Take them to my colleague, Apothecary Zinj, and you will find her in our headquarters in the Undercity. I'm reading that now, but I'll pick it up later. I might have been able to put it off reading it till later too, but I didn't know for sure. Now, so what I'm going to do next... Simply, I'm going to go for border crossing. seems like it should be the easiest one, and I know I can get more quests out of it, but don't know exactly otherwise. But I think that's the best solution for now. But I am going to do the Rawhide Ichor before I end the video today. I'm not sure if it'll be longer, but considering the amount of walking around I'm doing right now, I think it'd be better for me to just make it a bit... Oop, I don't know why I did that. It'd be better for me to make it a bit longer, so there's more action in it. How many potions do we have? How many potions do I have right now? I got... Is it just 10? No. Okay, yeah, I can make all of these. I don't remember if I can't remember if I put any minor healing potions into my bank, but I just decided about the best way to do it, I think, anyways. Use up briar thorns more or less to make them. Oh, hang on a second though. Alright, I'm not gonna make any more just yet. Next time, I'm gonna try to get more briar thorns. I want to be able to start making that. Go back to this. Yeah, I didn't make any yet. Passing it. Oh yeah, I think it's right here. Yeah, this is one. I picked one of these earlier. I'm not getting the earth root though. Even if it was a better herb, I wouldn't grab it. It's really? Okay, I didn't expect to fail it. Okay. I probably should have sold that. Not a big deal. Well, the reason is because I'm going the opposite direction. But yeah, so pretty much what I was talking about was where you could go to learn stuff. I think Skullments you could get away with. The Scarlet Crusade, like obviously I could do a dungeon run, but lore-wise it'd be making him a little too important. Even if adventurers who clear out those dungeons are unnamed, it wouldn't be right for me to say it. My best idea for dungeons is if he can't make himself fit through there, or I can somehow make it so he could stealth in kind of thing using like invisibility potions and get away with that somehow. That'd be one thing, but I don't know. I gotta find ways that would work out. But the whole reason I was even bringing that up in the first place was because the majority of the most of the earlier quote-unquote accessible libraries, which don't actually carry a lot of books anyways, but a lot of them are found in Ironforge and Stormwind Alliance cities, so yeah, that's out of the question. Both gameplay-wise and story-wise. What's up there? Is there a... What is up there? Is that the beginning of... I can't... That's not... Shadowfang, is it? Shadowfang should be right up... Yeah, I think Shadowfang's here. What are you? Sorry, going off track a little bit, but I don't think anyone's gonna care too much. Also, I already know I can't pick up Bruiseweed. At least I couldn't last time I checked. I think it's 100 that I need for it. Maybe it's just 90, but I'm too low level for it. That's all I remember for sure. Ravenclaw. So there's more Ravenclaws over here. Oh, Olsen's Farthing. Okay. I didn't know there was even a farm up here. Quest may send me over here later, but the fact that there's Ravenclaws, and these are just the ones I've already gone after, unless another quest has me kill them, it's not going to be really much of a reason to go after them. But yeah, but there's also like books. I think one of the better zoned books where the actual books can be found was actually the Swamp of Sorrows, which is a little far off, but I already thought it would be a cool zone for him to go to, but I'm not sure if I'll level him through it or not. That's up in the air. There's a lot of other zones that would be a better fit. Like I said, before, I think I talked about this more before I even started playing Saverik. Unlike Erosandra, he's not likely going to go to Stranglethorn. I think lore-wise, story-wise, or whatever, it makes sense for him to learn stuff. I think this is actually where I'm going. It makes sense for him to go there to study, like Erosandra was in mind. But I already have too many characters I'm already probably going to send there anyway, so it's not gonna be him. That's all I'm trying to say. Another reason why I like being ranged. I don't have to worry about getting slowed down by this crap as much. Oh, what the? What the? Oh, I guess it unput. Didn't even realize I aggroed another one that I didn't even notice them at all. Oh crap, that's not good. Oh crap, you're not. That's not good. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. What the? Come on, I need another soul. Okay, that used up the mana a little more than ideal. Dollar on crates. Prying open the lid of the crate, you find an assortment of carefully packed objects. On the top of the crate lies a bundle of maps, yellowing with age, that appear to depict Silverpine Forest and other parts of western Lordaeron. Underneath the maps is a mysterious-looking magical pendant. You quickly remove the pendant from the crate and replace the lid. I actually wasn't even paying attention to the fact that that was going to be a hang on a second, let me start something. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that this quest was a follow-up to the one I already did. I just thought it was by chance I was going to be picking up a crate over here as a new quest, because that was the one of the ones I was talking about earlier. Or whatever. Just want to be reminded that's the only reason I'm going over here, since it's not far. Yeah. Oh, I can't see it from. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. Go back to dots. Also, I did. Yeah, I put all my points in so far. So yeah, no other quests down here just yet, but I know I'm gonna get a follow-up for this one. Like I said, this one's gonna be a lot of walking around, so I'm gonna try to make it a little longer and cut out the longest travel, which will probably take me both to Undercity and then probably onto the Crossroads and then Thunder Bluff. I'm not sure if I'll come back to here. Oh, I forgot I had you on it. That's why I probably acted somewhere without even realizing. I'm not paying that much attention. Little cutie. But yeah, but I think after this video, I'm not gonna record anymore until I have the other type of video planned and maybe at least one done, I would say, because I already have a good idea for them anyways, and the reason why I'm saying it after this one is simply because that one I have a decent idea for anyways, and I want it for earlier on so I think this is the better time to do it. Plus, I'm gonna say this now, this video probably won't be out till August, because I think I don't even have every single video for Saverik edited yet. I still have like the last two before this one, I believe. I edited the 2 or 3 before that the other day, but that was is still scheduled and most of them won't be released for another week or a couple weeks. So yeah. What was it? Oh, he's gonna lose them in a second. Yeah, it would have been a waste of time for me to aggro them to help him. If he was hardcore, maybe I still would have, but the fact that he was still full health, and he was that far from it, I figured it was safe. But yeah, so yeah, I will have plenty of time to figure that out and get that sorted. I don't think it'll be that much work to make that kind of video either. But honestly, I can imagine trying not playing Saverik for a couple weeks at least, because getting back to work in practically a few days, I have other videos I want to get recorded, other characters I'm probably going to record or stream. So I have a lot more in mind. So this character's probably going to be put off soon. Wait, what? Why is that quest available? I thought it'd be level. Did I miss something? Oh, derp. That's the quest I didn't pick up earlier. Don't mind me. I'm just an idiot. Have you learned anything useful, Saverik? Maps and this pendant. Interesting. It is obvious that the Dalaran wizards are interested in Ambermill for some purpose, but still, their aim is hidden to me. Perhaps Dalar will know something of their use. Take the pendant to Dalar Dawnweaver. Perhaps he can shed some light on the wizard's plans. I wonder, did this guy show up in Warcraft at all? Was he one of the ones that got killed? I don't think so, but there's a chance. He has a pretty unique name. I know it's because he's from Dalaran, obviously, but I feel like the name was used in Warcraft or some other source. Yes, Warlock, what is it? Interesting. More machinations of the Kirin Tor, it would seem. This is a powerful artifact. It was used frequently by powerful wizards of the Kirin's Horde to channel magical energies. That they are delivering so many to Ambermill indicates that they must be undergoing a project of some magnitude. I will see if I can pierce their shields and ascertain their intents. Of course, how could I have forgotten? Ambermill was one of the sites earmarked by the Kirin's Horde, noted because it houses a dormant ley energy node. The wizards must be planning to reactivate the node and use its energies for some greater purpose. We cannot allow this to happen. It will take a great amount of power to activate the area's ley energies. We can stall them by taking dependence away from the wizards. Relay this information to Alistair. He will decide a course of action.
Dark Lady, watch over you. What is it?
Ill news you bring, Saverik. If Balor is correct, and I have no reason to believe he isn't, we must move quickly. I must confer with him on our plan of attack, but in the meanwhile, we will have to delay their progress. Balor is attempting to locate the source of the wizard's spellcasting. For now, we'll have to slow their progress in any way we can. The conjurers, mages, and protectors are no doubt carrying the pendants. Remove and retrieve them. Take the main road south in the eastern fork into Ambermill.
Farewell.
Alright. This is still rated as decently easy. So there should be a bit more action in this one. And hopefully I actually put the potions on. Love you, baby girl. Now I'm recording this one a bit later, I will mention. I know I was in the middle of talking before, but still. Just because I also spent a good amount today just getting some other stuff done. Not even just this game related or characters related, just other things. And tomorrow I'm going to be a bit busier, but I can imagine I'm only going to be gone for like a few hours before I get home, so. Yeah. What was it? So, was there anything else I needed to say with what I was talking about previously? I said how I'm probably not going to play this character again for a couple weeks, I would imagine. Putting him down. I might decide to keep playing him. I don't need to wait to play him. If I just get in the mood, I'll play him anyways, but ideally I'll probably play other characters in other games. Because I think I've mentioned this previously, and this is going to be done weeks ago, so I don't even know why I'm even bothering to talk about some of this stuff. But Sniper Elite 4, I haven't recorded any episodes in a while, and I am going to get those finished and recorded before I head back to work. I don't have to have them edited so much, but I want to have at least one of them edited and uploaded. And then in the next week, I can plan to have the other 3 edited and uploaded and scheduled, I should say. Not entirely sure. Everything's still up in the air somewhat, so. Yeah. Yeah. So what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, so one thing I was talking about, I mentioned earlier, was dueling Thalion. So I organized a lot of things, including his action bar, which for some reason was really giving me a headache. But I have it organized, and I'm probably going to stream him. Now, the reason why I say stream is simply because I don't think I want to make any like kind of schedule for doing him, and I just don't think I'll get to him all that often. But for some reason, he was the most popular character on here so far, I think. Arisancha had been doing pretty well anyways, but not always. And honestly, I think most of it kind of went downhill after like a couple breaks and the vacation as well. So, but still, regardless, dueling Thalion for some reason just is relatively well, and I'm not saying when I play him just because of that. I do have some ideas for the character, and I do want to play him. It's been a while, but since I have another hunter with Lork, and I have other hunters in mind, I'm not too sure how much I'm gonna play of him. Really? I guess you are a warrior that's working with mages. That would make sense. Whatever that sound is, that's annoying. A lot of briar thorns over here. Interesting. There's one pendant now. Oh, the Dalaran mages over here could also be used for experimentation. I need to think about that. I don't know. I think I'd rather do it on Scarlet Crusaders anyways. Because I do want Saverik to have somewhat of a... have decent morals for a Forsaken, even if as a Forsaken Warlock. I guess that wouldn't really be a good fit, I will saying it out loud, but... I don't know. It's not even so much that he has morals, so much as, like... He dislikes the Forsaken to an extent, too, because... I don't know. I need to think of his... I do need to think about the character more. Really? How am I still failing at getting Briarthorn? I've collected so much of it already. So Duel Thalin, I am planning on playing Vargak. I've been actually very interested in what I had in the character again recently, thinking because I've been thinking about the Bleeding Hollow with Saverik more. Oh, actually, how much? Yeah, I'm not gonna stack more than what I already got. I'm already not sure if I'm gonna use all of this anyways. But Vargak, I haven't organized the ability, but I was going to, but every time I looked at him, like, there's not really that much organizing I want to do with him anyway. So I think if I decide I'm gonna play him, I could just play him. I just gotta gotta look through the previous videos, or even if I don't do that, I just gotta figure out what I want him to do next. And it's still gonna be in the Barrens no matter what. There are quests there he needs to do. So, who else? Lorethiel, I still have to think about and organize with a lot of things. I don't know when I'm gonna get back to her, but right now I don't have too many plans to. Especially because I have other characters in mind I do want to do. So we'll see. To heal up a little bit more, which is why I'm focusing. Oh, hunting buckler. I mean, it's good for a paladin. Maybe I could even send it to Lorethiel. It's not. I just gotta think more about Lorethiel and what I want from her too. But kind of like doing Thalion, she has her story is gonna be a bit more basic. I was all over the place with back then with how I was thinking what I wanted my characters to be more or less. And now that I've come more to a decision with most, if not all of them, hers is a bit more simplistic, like I said, with like how I am with Duel and Thalion now. So, most of them, I say that, but most of my characters are pretty much simplistic, with not too much to them. I want Saverik and to be the most important, most fleshed out character I have. Alright, that's the last one. There's a lot of herbs in there. Oh, there's you. Savrik's gonna probably be the most fleshed out character, and then like his followers or his minions or whatever are gonna be or his experience are gonna be more of a are gonna be decently important. But there's gonna be all my characters gonna have their own set of importance, but just some of them want to like more focus, so I can like Lorethiel's going out to destroy the undead and demons and to purify whatever land she could find. More or less. Oh, another one I didn't see. Doing Thalion, it's very similar, but while they're both are out to defend their own people and to help them wherever they can find them, Duel Thalion more goes after the more living targets, the trolls and the orcs. So I think I wanted to make Lorethiel younger, so although I feel like for all high elves and blood elves, if you want to go with retail, I would imagine they hate the Scourge and then the Burning Legion more than anybody else, simply because, well, honestly, that's why it's kind of weird that that Kael'thas even started following and doing the bidding of Kill Jaden. I mean, it's to help his people, I suppose, but like, I know it's not Turtle WoW, this is regular WoW at that point, but like, why would he go to them since they're technically the reason? Even though the Scourge were the instrument used, the Burning Legion were the reason why that happened. So it's weird. So what else was it? Oh, so the whole reason I was even saying that though is I would imagine the Scourge, because that was the ones that they those are their faction or group they had to fight more or less, and the ones that destroyed their kingdom. Whereas the Burning Legions were the ones controlling them. So that's more of a secondary, since they were. I don't know. I'm kind of losing my train of thought as I'm saying it, so I need to give myself a second, I think. The Scourge, then the Burning Legion, and then the Forest Trolls, who they have a historical hatred, and then I would say the Orcs. Simply because the Orcs didn't do as much damage or have the long period of hatred that the Forest Trolls would. But the whole reason I'm saying that though is Lorethiel, especially with their power, is more effective than Dulan would be against the Scourge and the demons for that matter. Whereas Dulan is supposed to be one of my longer lived characters. Well, more historic. I don't know, longer lived in that he's just been around for a long time. Not so much that I played him or had him the longest, but so he has more of a hatred towards the not more, but he has a good hatred towards the Forest Trolls and the Orcs. And they're also a threat he could deal with more easily compared to the Scourge, who the Forest Riders pretty much failed completely against. Not that they can't kill the undead or the demons, especially as the character you can, but I would imagine the undead would be less, unless you actually set the undead on fire after you defeat them. It doesn't seem as effective. Whereas I can imagine most magic, especially holy magic or fire magic, being what is their main weakness, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But both of them are basic in that fact that they're just focused on helping their people and defeating their enemies. Saverik has a lot more depth. I say depth. It really depends on how well I create the character anyways, and I don't want to make him too important either, because otherwise he's more of a Mary Sue at that point, I guess. But he can't be more important than other characters. Not much anyways. If people can accept him being a little tad bit more important as an antagonist, as a lesser antagonist, that'd be fine, but whatever. I've talked about that a little bit. Don't need to keep going on about it. We must hurry. Their plans must not come to fruition, or we may lose our hold on Silverpine Forest. Balor has found that the weaving is quite far along despite the setback. A wizard of great power is guiding the magical energy. He must be stopped quickly. An archmage of great power is overseeing the reactivation of the delayed energy node. For the progress they have made, our only hope of stopping them is by killing him. It will be difficult. He is no doubt protected by many other mages and warders. You must go, and you must dispatch him quickly. When he is dead, retrieve his staff for me. Go now. I'm pretty sure he's going to be towards the back of it, so he is in kind of a dangerous area. Maybe there's not a shortcut, but maybe there's a cut through here that can allow me to get there. How tough is that? The Weaver is a red quest, so I can't even do that one. So that's going to be off. We're going to go right to the Rawhide Ichor. I was already thinking I was going to do the Ichor quest anyways and then go over there, but yeah, no. So I'm thinking Ichor. I might try to go up to finish up the Crumble Point Tower, so I'm doing a little bit more in this video. That's only been 34 minutes, so yeah. But yeah. But there's just a lot more with this character, so... what else? Another character, like I said, another character I had in mind is going to be quite similar to the other two. He is going to be a human hunter who's going to focus on melee, because I couldn't really think of if I wanted him as a warrior or a hunter or even a paladin. And admittedly, I still might change my mind on what he is, but I think a hunter is the best fit, even though taming beasts isn't exactly what he would do. Not all hunters have to, you know. Yeah, I'll just fight my way through here, why not? This one? Really? Oh, is there another one? Oh, yes, there was. soul then. Either show my minion, I take your soul to use it to bring him back. Alright. But I would say he might be slightly more important than the others, but I'm not too sure how much I'd want him to be. Like, he's not more important than Saverik, though. Like I said, Saverik's gonna be my main one no matter what. He's gonna be kind of like more of just, I don't want to say a champion of the Alliance, but he's gonna be assisting the Alliance everywhere and try to improve relations with a lot more races. He's very, I don't want to say he's Aragorn, because that would be saying way too much importance with him, but I would just say how much he cares about with history kind of thing. He wants to keep the Alliance together, especially with everything they've been through. He'd be primarily focused on aiding the High Elves and other humans. Humans because of how much they've been decimated in the First and Second War, and the Third War. First, Second, and Third War, sorry. Second War, not so much. Like, obviously, there was a lot of changes with the Second War, but First War saw the end of Stormwind. Second War brought the return of Stormwind. And then the Third War destroyed Lordaeron. And Stromgarde ended up suffering between the second and the third and war and now. What else? Whatever. You guys get the idea. He's going to primarily focus on helping other humans, but as well as the High Elves. But he's also going to, I don't know, just, I guess I want him to form connections with other races, which, considering that my other classes won't really do that as much, or at least not to the same extent, I think I would say he would be a little bit more important, but I don't know. Don't really care. Don't really plan on making him too important, but let's see exactly how that works out. I'm putting him off for a while, though, because even though I've been thinking about the character quite a bit, I still think I'd rather focus on Saverik, at least for the rest of this episode, and like trying to figure out his other videos I want to do for him. If I do any other characters, it's going to be my Night Elf Priestess, who I do want to be kind of important, but she's not going to be very different from Lorethiel, because they're pretty much like, you could say they're, I wouldn't say yin and yang, because usually yin and yang is like good and evil or light and darkness kind of thing, but I like the idea of having them be contrast to each other more or less, in the fact that like one is a Night Elf and one is a High Elf. And the Paladin's more of a for the sun, because that's what how the High Elves and Blood Elves are, more or less. Whereas the Night Elf is worships the moon. Well, worships the moon, not specifically the moon, but because I don't think it's ever really said that Elune is the moon, except in Tauren mythology, which could lead some credence to it, but I don't know. Of the two of them, I will say I do like the Night Elf Priestess more, but that's more of a personal preference, I would say. Sun Maiden, the reason why I had such a hard time figuring out stuff is because I kind of made there's another type of character that's related to the both of them, that's kind of like a conglomeration? Is that the word? Just a mixture of both kind of thing. A lot of my elf characters. And that's characters, pretty much like a main character that would never really be on a roleplay server for in an MMO. That character is a single player build, more or less. Lake Skulker? No, not that. Okay, let me just double check this real quick. Rawhide Ichor, east of the Tucker Pit Valley, collect. Just whatever. It doesn't say any specific ones for the Ichor. These guys are a bit tougher, so maybe I will have to be a bit more careful. So honestly, this quest is yellow, so I really do think I need to head to the Uplands very soon, but considering that quest is still red, I'm not really sure if that would be a good idea or not. But actually, I'm going to hit level 16 before the end of the video anyways. Especially with the any other quests I picked up and turn back in at the start of the next one. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of walking around to me, so it's going to be a late night. I would imagine I'm not going to lay down for another hour and a half. In fact, I might not even do the rest tonight. I might do the rest tomorrow or something. I don't know. But the majority of this episode will be done today, if not the entirety of it. Okay, so I'm not getting what I'm looking for. A bit annoying. great, but not horrible. Oh, you're still attacking me, actually. Let's try to survive this a little bit better. This is why I said about attacking one. Still not getting it. It says on Fender style from the rot hides. They're weaker ones I'm supposed to go up against. It just says east of the Decrepit Ferry, right? Must just be a low chance to drop. Yeah. Alright, let me eat up. Tasty and delicious. Rotten nose. But yeah, I think I have other characters too later on down the road, I think. But I have plenty of characters I made so far, and I think honestly, at that point, except for any characters I want connected to Saverik that might come later, that will come later. Hey, I finally got one to drop. I don't think there's too many characters I had planned ahead of time or thought of ahead of time that I'm going to be doing. There might be a couple I haven't really talked about yet, but like I said, they're going to be minor characters, even more minor than the other ones I already talked about. I think this quest alone will take quite a bit, so maybe it will... Okay. Yeah, okay. I was going to put my next one to improved life tap, but now it's going to suppression now. Jesus Christ. 3 resists. I'm only going to be putting 3 points into suppression this time around. And if I get back to Arisandra, I'll change the talents around for that to be the same way. They're going to be pretty much built the exact same way. I think I might change Arisandra though. So even though I said the same way, I might change Arisandra around to be a completely different type of Warlock. I don't know though. I don't know. So I still don't even know what I would want for a second. Well, I said it's gonna be the same way. It's gonna go down destruction with a couple down. I should be able to get down a shadow burn. Not necessary, but what I'm gonna put in over time in infliction is gonna be in improved shadow bolts. Because the 2% chance to increase shadow damage will be nice. With a higher chance to trigger on criticals. And I think it's Aftermath. Reduces the casting time. I can't remember. Maybe it was both of these. Maybe I had enough for doing all 4 of those. I don't think so. Because Bane and Aftermath are both good. But I think it was Aftermath. No, actually, to bring it down to Shadowburn. Yeah, so it's going to be at least these and Shadowburn and maybe Aftermath. We'll see, though. That's a long ways coming. I have a lot of other things in mind. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't get to that point until like December this year or something. Maybe later. Too many characters, and I have other games I want to do anyways. I've just been in a huge World of Warcraft mood for a while now, just because I liked Turtle WoW, I like a lot of what they did. I wanted to see what they've done. This character is going to see certain zones that I haven't seen yet either. Like Gilneas, he's definitely going to go to. He's gonna be the one that goes to Balor, like I said. Also, saying that, one thing I did remember, and I don't know why they did it this way, but I'm really curious what they're gonna end up doing with him there and what I'm gonna learn about him. They're actually having why can't I think of his name right now? Chieftain of the Bleeding Hollow, Kilrog. Kilrog Deadeye apparently is actually gonna be showing up in Balor. I don't know why him of all characters. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't know what they're going to do with him, and plus, most of the lore for the Bleeding Hollow isn't necessarily going to be the same, because most of what was added for the Bleeding Hollow was added much later on, like them being a clan that was settled in Tanan Jungle, which was what the Hellfire Peninsula was prior, which was also something that wasn't really known for, which wasn't set in stone for a while either, just that the world died was the only thing really known. But the, what was it? So what they end up doing with the character could be different, but given that they still have the Bleeding Hollow flags in Stranglethorn, makes me think that there's still going to be a jungle-focused clan, or at least a forest-focused clan. What else was there? I'm trying to remember. Level up. Oh. believe how low the drop is for these things. It should also have helped me actually be able to hit these things and do a bit more damage, especially with thick. Wait, what? Oh, come on. You were able to move after the fact? That seems a little stupid. Well, I think I need another one of these anyways. Why not? Yep. Good. Alright, they're respawning over there now. Good. Plans. What was that for? We also got a lesser healing potion. Now I kind of wish I sold stuff. Wait, where did that go? Plants? Did I actually have more space elsewhere without even realizing it? Oh, hang on. You didn't get looted. That's why. Hydra Thorn Bracers. 3 stamina, 3 intellect, and 2 spirit. That also sounds kind of cool too, but might get rid of that. Alright. Gonna get rid of the Dalaran Sharp and the mushrooms. Gonna eat them, of course, next time I need it, but meh, don't really need to. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. That's fine. Where's... just about to get on the hill that way a little bit, I think. Just gotta kill this one before I go find the next one. Looks like it's gonna be a second. 3 more of those. Yeah, this one alone is gonna take a second still. Don't really care. What else was there? Was I talking about the potential for the games, or was it something else that I was talking about? Maybe I was just talking about the characters still. This is why I stopped. Even though obviously I can lose my train of thought any part of the day, since it's getting later, it's very easy for me to lose track. And I do think I'm gonna wait to do any of the. Jesus Christ. Him liking resisted, it's gonna happen quite a bit though. Still. Oh, you're still aggroed on me. But yeah, this is why I usually don't play as late anymore. Because even though I like it at night and it's still relaxing, I've been getting too tired. I guess you could say too relaxed almost. Because I could usually stay up for a couple more hours, but I'm just doing, I wouldn't say mindless things, I guess, but. Scroll of agility. Is it up now? Don't want to accidentally sell anything important. Yeah. Because the bear meat's not too important, the potion's not too important. Some of the stuff is good to hold on to for now, but not important. So how many more do I still need? 2 more. Great. I've been in a big Star Wars mood. That's part of the reason why I was saying earlier I was working on a couple things, because one thing, I think I haven't talked about this too much. I know I've mentioned it, but I'm not sure how much I've talked about it exactly. But I have a lot of characters that I have a character archetype, I guess you could say, or an idea for the character in the back of my mind, or a plan kind of thing. And I pretty much write the fundamentals, what the character should look like, or what kind of powers they would have, what their basic class would be. But I usually I usually use that type of character in multiple games. Oh, hi, baby girl. And the reason I'm saying that is because the character in mind for Saverik is there's a character I have in mind in Star Wars for that kind of thing. But again, outside of single player games, which I can't even really do it that well in most of the single player games. SportsOra might work out, but still, like, no, unless I have food in my bag, yeah, no. Are there none of them over there? Yeah, no, I think they only just, I think I don't even know about the lake skulkers over here, I will say. But I'm pretty sure the small islands over there are also held by Naga? Murlocs. Sorry, I'm getting a lot off topic. Again, I'm getting tired, so I'm not really thinking straight. Well, let's go after you first. Oh yeah. Pretty much I was just saying how like there was different like types characters or whatever, and I'll just make them work for each individual game. And Star Wars is one of the easier ones to do that for, because most of the characters are more fictional, like in a medieval setting focused. And it kind of transfers into Star Wars pretty easily. Relatively easily, anyways. Let's heal you up a little bit. I think next time I go to, whether I do an Orgrimmar or Undercity, I need to give him new abilities. But all I was saying that for is because of I was working on a character earlier that's pretty much Saverik, but the Star Wars, not undead, but a different, using a different race, different species. I'll say saying race isn't always the best idea, both YouTube wise and just in certain settings it doesn't work as well. Because even though saying race in Star Wars does work, a lot of times you just say species. I think anyways. Race still is usually a pretty common thing used in everything. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about that though too much. If I ever get around to playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, which I will at some point, Star Wars: The Old Republic is something I'd like to watch more than play. Though I wouldn't say it was the most fun game for me to play, but I liked listening to the story, and I do like to watch YouTube runs of the game quite a bit. Especially the Sith Assassin and the Sith Warrior one. Warrior one's the best one by far. But, sorry, I really am all over the place. I don't want to go fishing, but I don't want to do it on camera, so if I really want to, I can come back later for it. But I have other characters in mind on this game. I want to finish up Sniper Elite. I need to figure out videos for this character for the other type of video. I mean, what other games? Pantheon is still something I'm probably gonna play at some point, but I keep talking about it, keep bringing it up, and I still haven't done anything other than create the character. I haven't played anything. It's a game I'd probably stream, I'll say, but I don't know otherwise. I don't have anything in mind for the game because I'm both trying to avoid like spoiling myself on the game. I want to learn as I go more than anything else. But at the same time, like, I like to plan what I'm going to do with my characters a lot. So I think other than saying I'm going to do a Necromancer, or if I could decide on a different class if I want to, just have them be like the Scholar type character. Just have them go and learn in everything. Probably be the best fit. And even though I said Necromancer, and I think Necromancer would probably be my preferred, I think I might actually go in with a Wizard, or whatever the class was called, because just Or the Conjurer, for that matter. I think it was Conjurer or Wizard. It's definitely going to be a mage-type character anyways. But one has, like, teleports or portals. Because even though I said I didn't want to spoil myself much, I did watch a little bit of it. Because I wanted to figure out if I'd be interested in the first place. So I learned some about the characters, and I learned about the portals. And I watched a little bit of it. I'll go up this way. But so that would help with getting around, whereas the Conjurer can feed themselves, and I think the magical aspects of it would still be quite fun. Alright, so I gotta figure out space on you. Alright, I feel like it's kind of... Actually, I'm done fighting for today, aren't I? The minor health stone's gonna be gone next time I hop in. Yeah, I'm not fighting anything else, I don't think, today. Just delete that. Plus, I have potions, worst comes to worst, and I can make another one. Not that bad. It's weird sacrificing that, I will say. It's never something I really thought of, but I've had plenty of times where I realized after the fact when I tried to make space that I could have just deleted that since it'll be deleted by the next time I hop on anyways. Alright, so how long is this one gone for so I can get a better idea? Because I said that I was probably going to head up into the Uplands, and there's still a chance, but I don't think so. Considering that a quest I left in Sepulchre is going to send me to the Undercity, I'm pretty sure this quest sends me to the Undercity. Oh, I just remembered something else I kind of wanted to get dropped. Oh well, let's turn this in. The Ichor, I'm pretty sure still sends me to the Undercity, so it's not really an issue, but there's another quest that that is a item drop that I get from the rot hides. I was hoping I was going to get it today, but it wasn't something I was going to do today, I don't think, anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much just yet. So yeah, this quest will send me to the Undercity, that quest will send me to the Undercity. Wait, Undercity? What quest? Oh crap, what quest was it? There was another quest that I think I was supposed to get done. One is going to send me to the Barrens, that's all I remember off the top of my head. What are you?
Speak quickly.
Baron's Peril. That's one I'm gonna wait to do. It's a bit tougher anyways. Yeah, okay. So this quest was also to him. So there's 2 follow-ups from him, I think, then. Zing's Delivery. Rawhide Ichor. Do you have the Rawhide Ichor, Saverik? Very good. This Ichor will help us understand the nature of the Rawhides and may show us their weakness, if they have one. I reduced the Ichor you brought me and separated it into base components. My findings are not conclusive, but I have determined what that Warlock and necromantic magics were used in the Ichor's creation. While I continue to study the Ichor, I want you to take a sample to Bethor Ice Shard in the Undercity. Bethor is not an apothecary, but his knowledge of magic may help to unravel the mystery of the rot hides. Go. You'll find Bethor in the magic quarter of the Undercity. It's actually a good timing too, because I can go to my Warlock trainer. Things delivered. The wolf hearts you acquired possess a quality unseen and similar. Oh wait, I read it earlier. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, let's clear up some space. I'm not destroying something. I want to look into that guild, because I wonder if there's a. I wonder if it's something that's trolls only, since it is the Gurubashi Empire, or something they allow others into. Because if they allow others, maybe since they want to go for the Stranglethorn, it might be a good idea for Vargak to join them. But if not, since it is supposed to be a troll one, I think, anyways. He's better in either a different. If there's a Bleeding Hollow guild, I'll probably go in that one almost no matter what. But otherwise, you need to go an orc-related one that would be a better fit. Sell. Don't sell. Yeah, that's good.
Trust no one.
Alright. I wouldn't be surprised if before the next time I record Saverik, I actually got the Night Elf Priest started.
Hello.
Not reading it, not reading it. Also, I want to go down here. I want to see if there's a quest down here to pick up, or if it's just the one up top. Because I got level 16. There were gray quests down here. Nope, still gray. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. Now, it doesn't take long to get to the Undercity, so maybe I'll leave this part in anyways. But because I'm gonna travel to Thunderbluff Thunderbluff, but I'm gonna be heading to the crossroads. Oh, hang on, I already have a. Did Did I have it still here? No. Yeah, Sepulchre. That's a better idea anyways.
What is it?
Take the bet to Undercity. I'll check out the Warlock trainer. I'll probably try to do that off camera. What was the other quest too? So I probably should write that. It's Apothecary Zinc. He's gonna be in, doesn't say where, but it's probably gonna be the Apothecary Quarter. Then the Mage Quarter, I'll turn in the other quest. Then after that, I'll probably cut it out there. Take care of storage, backpacks, put whatever I want into the bank. And then if I decide I want to, which I probably will, honestly, it's gonna take a while because I've got to have to walk all the way to the crossroads more or less from Orgrimmar. Also more or less. I will be going to the turn in the quest there. That I'm pretty sure is one of these quests is gonna send me there. And then from there, I'm also gonna walk to Thunderbluff because there's no flight path there, which will be a much longer distance. So it'll probably be another hour before I even get to Thunderbluff, I would imagine. And then that'll probably be the end of the video because I'll cut in at Thunderbluff and at the crossroads, and then Hearth back to Sepulchre probably is how I'm thinking that's gonna work. There's another quest I could do in the Barrens if I wanted to, but I think because of the Uplands and there's like 4 or 5 quests, and that's the only question I'd be interested in doing there anyways, I'm probably not gonna do it because it would also send me back here. Specifically, it would send me to the Torn that's in the Sepulchre. This is the first time I took the flight path here. I don't think so. I think I just always walk away. Because even when I cut it out, I usually just don't pay attention much for a few minutes, or I go do something, then end up AFKing. Alright. So like I said, Apothecarium first. Right here. Alright. I mean, I got 3 anyways. But yeah. So I gotta edit down the other Saverik videos. I'm gonna start some other character. I'm probably gonna start Lunariel. I think I decided on her name. I don't know exactly, or Lunariel or something. We'll see the name when I start it, anyways. And I don't think there's any other new characters that are gonna start. I'll probably stream Dueling Thalion at some point soon. I'm not sure if I'll do another stream after that anytime, sometime soon. But I want to at least play him a little bit. I did get it organized, so it would be a waste of time to have done that. If I'm not going to bother doing anything else. I'm probably going to walk back here so I can do some of the alchemy stuff off camera too. In fact, I don't really need that anymore. Oh, I wish I had another Briarthorn. So I can at least make 3 of those at that point, but that's whatever, I suppose.
Greetings.
I love Frankenstein's laboratory. Frankenstein's lab.
What is it?
You have something for me? Yes, the heart samples of which Renfarrell spoke. I'm eager to experiment with these. It is always of interest to the Royal Apothecary Society when new forms of toxins are discovered. A colleague in Kalimdor, Apothecary Hellbrim, is researching the effects of Lordaeron toxins on the peace of Kalimdor. He would be very interested in the sample of the wolf hearts Renfarrell sent me. Hellbrim is stationed in the Barrens, in a village known as the Crossroads. To reach him, you must travel via Zeppelin to the orc capital of Orgrimmar, then travel south by foot to Durotar. Head west into the Barrens and you will soon reach the Crossroads. Also, I just said that I was probably going to hearth back to Sepulchre, but I'm probably going to do that between videos because I remembered I said I was probably going to use this travel time so that I can already be in Kalimdor so I could try doing one of the videos I have in mind. But I got to figure out, it's going to be a different video than just normal recording. Gonna be quite a bit more effort into it, I think. I'm not sure how much work is gonna be until I do it, but we'll see. Plus, I might actually have, like I said, it might involve. Doesn't even matter which way I go, really. I might have to create like secondary characters on other accounts so I can use to my advantage, but I don't think that'll be a necessity in this one. Even if it is, I don't think it'd be that hard. If I decide I want my orc to talk to somebody on video, then I could just send an orc character over there, or I could even use Vargak. That wouldn't be that hard. Yeah, that is on my second account. Oh, hang on. I don't know what I'm doing. But I might also just have it be more of a monologue anyways, like I said, not really ever involving a second character. Even if it does involve a second character, I think you could easily just have the character not talk, so that in that case I'd use another account. I don't know. I have stuff in mind. I don't know how well stuff's going to work, but I have to think more on the character. And again, this video is probably not going to be out until September anyways. I think mid-September. Mid-September? I don't know why I said September. August. Could be September, but I doubt it. So funny to think that this could be so far off. This is probably the first time I've recorded so many videos ahead of time. I think all I've gotten up on the channel for this character so far is the stream. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how long this has been. Yeah, lots in mind, lots to think about, lots to plan, both for this character and other characters. More games to play, especially Sniper Elite. I think in the next few days, if I'm not playing World of Warcraft, it's gonna be Sniper Elite. Pantheon will wait, probably, and any other games will wait. Knights of the Old Republic is a potential one, not the Old Republic, but Knights of the Old Republic, because I've just been in the Star Wars mood. It might be fun to start that one up.
I am forsaken.
My studies require great concentration, so I hope your visit is not a frivolous one. This substance is laced with powerful spells, some of which I have not seen for a long, long time. One moment, I must invoke a spell of divination.
Beware the living.
I don't even look like a mage, or warlock in this case. No, can't be. This is unforeseen. The being who enchanted this is known to me. Yep, meeting both your friends.
What is it?
This ichor was crafted by an old colleague of mine, Thule Ravenclaw. He was a young, promising mage before the Great War, but when the Lich King rose to power, he betrayed his brethren and allied with the Scourge. I did not realize he still lives, nor that he leads the allies in their forays against us. I know many of his spells and can help concoct a potion to counter them. Take this scroll back to Apothecary Renfarrell. It has the incantations needed for the potion.
Trust no one.
Alright. Like I said, that will be... I'll be back to Sepulchre in the next episode. But this is where I'm going to be cutting it, because I will be doing stuff around the Undercity, as previously mentioned. And then, most likely, I might go downstairs to grab more soda or something so it can help me go for the next hour. But I will be heading to the Crossroads and then to Thunderbluff in this episode. And that'll be 2 separate recordings, probably. As short as they will be, but... So, when I get back, we should be in the Crossroads, a very, very different area from where I've been. Both here in the Undercity especially, but in Silverpine for that matter. But, yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys then. Alright, welcome back. It took me a little bit, but it was only about like 40 minutes. Not for the entire walk. I did a couple things anyways. Just like I said, I got myself some more soda and some ice cream actually. So I'm going to turn this quest in.
I am forsaken.
Sample for Hellbroom. You have a package from me? Ah, very good. If initial reports are true, then the toxicity of these hearts could lead to further advances in our knowledge of poisons. This is a welcome delivery, Saverik. Your reward is well earned. I mean, the stamina from that one would be nice, but I'm getting... Oh, strength and intellect? Why strength? That's gross. Huh? I mean, it's better than what I got because of the fact that I'm getting intellect out of it, but still. Why? Who would take that at that point? If they were to... whatever.
Speak quickly.
Alright. I was saying there was another quest I could pick up here that sends me to Thunderbluff, but I honestly think it's a quest chain that's tagged in. So, I'm gonna... I don't think I'm gonna be picking up any quests. I think I'm just gonna be heading straight there, more or less. And again, I'm not doing this on camera. It's too much walking around. I could potentially die. One thing I do want to say is I almost forgot I could equip the cloaks, the robe, so now I have that on, it's good because that's the robe I wanted my character to wear. It's not the perfect coloration I wanted, but what I wanted for him is more of like is black. Gray is good, but black and maybe a dull purple. But yeah, I think this is pretty good anyways. I might take off the cloak if I go to do anything with him, but still. Alright, so I'm going to cut out of this, and when I get back I'll be in Thunderbluff. And then it will be the end of the episode. Alright. See you guys in a second. Again. Alright. Welcome back. all that's really gonna happen here is ending the video and picking up this quest. Until death do us part. Filthy scum. Leaves me for his damn crusade because the light is the most important thing we have against the threats the undead pose. But what about his children? What about me? Night after night I sat patiently waiting for him, always second to his blasted duty. Well, witness what justice brings you, Saverik. He's dead, and I'm bearing the very thing he was trying to stop. Take this piece of junk and put it on his tomb at the sepulchre. I want nothing to do with it anymore, or him.
Do not seek death.
It is funny that she's wearing like priestly robes, I will say, or somewhat priestly robes. I know it's the bottom half only, really, but she doesn't look that evil. So the fact that she talks like that is kind of funny in my opinion. But still, I can understand being upset about that. To be honest, I don't know why a man would have left his wife and children behind. Yes, it's his duty to protect others. But if his kids and his wife ended up dead, his duty is to them first and foremost, and he should have protected them and made sure. I would say more than anything else, he should have helped them escape Lordran and then fought. She could have been alive and well with her family, with her kids down in Stormwind or something, while he would have likely ended up dead anyways. But still, I think that's how he should have done it. I don't know why he would have left, especially children. You can maybe you could convince your wife or whatever that it was all okay that she should stay, but trying to make it so your kids have to stay sounds a little screwy, to be honest. But whatever. Alright, I didn't actually expect I was gonna talk about that kind of thing. I knew about the quest, but reading that a second time, I'm just like, honestly, it's kind of dumb that the guy did that. Like, sort of, anyways. Whatever. Alright, so after this long journey of mine that took me about an hour and about only 5 minutes of recording probably, I am going to end it here. It'll probably be a little bit before I record the next one, like I said. Oh yeah. In the next one, I will be turning that quest in with... Wait, no? Oh, sorry, I'm getting the two quests confused. Be turning that in over in Sepulchre as well as that one. Although the follow-up quest I feel like would be a little too difficult. I'm not sure yet. But I'm sure that I'll probably be focusing a lot on the Fenris Isle as well as the the Dalaran unit, the mobs down in Ambermill probably. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I have a few things I'll be able to do, and chances are I'll start doing the Tirisfal Uplands ones. I can finish that one, I could probably do that one, and I'll look to see if there's any other quests, but I have a feeling I have to wait a couple more levels still, or another level. I don't know. I actually got about halfway through. I didn't even realize that. I thought it'd be down here, but that's actually pretty good. And I should have the other type of video. I should have at least one of those recorded and more ideas by the next time I record this one, so hopefully that is the case. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. I know I didn't fight too much today, and I'm sorry about that, but the time to me is a little bit more important, I will say. Trying to fight a little bit more can be for the next time. A lot of people, if people are watching me, it's primarily going to be when they're going to bed anyways, I would imagine. Sorry, alright, I just need to end it. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.